moving and shaking.
There's no way a man's gonna come around me and stay at 70 grand for 3-4 years. That's not even realistic. So this is my question. Is he committed to the 70,000 or is that just right now?
Nah.
Back to the channel, ThonLexy, here with another reaction. Tony Baker was having a conversation with this woman who's gone viral for saying that she didn't want to date a man who made $70,000. That wasn't just the problem. It was the way that she framed everything. I want to critique her arguments, and I just want to give my perspective on why I think her opinion is a little bit jaded and lacking reason. All right, it's going to make for a great conversation. Let's not waste 1 minute.
Like, a man's finances plays a big part in how we roll.
Oh, I have a question.
Yeah.
Now, currently, I'm being eaten alive on the internet because I was asked,
What you say?
would I date a man that makes $70,000? What do you think my answer
I know
was?
your answer was no, because we had the conversation. I was like, really?
Now, tell me why that's bad.
I don't think it's bad.
Why is it judged so harshly?
Because, well, you got many different factors.
Oh, please tell me, as from a man's perspective, I need to know.
A lot of people fall into that price range.
What does that have to do with me?
Because when people see you say something, based on just you, this is just my preference.
My preference.
Immediately, people go into, oh, you talking about me.
Right.
And so that's the knee jerk.
Yeah.
So that's why they're like, oh, this, that, and the third.
Right.
And you have the people that have been gold dug on.
Okay.
And oh, she just after the money, man. And so you got that coming at you.
There we go. A lot of men who have dated these women who draw the line at 6-figure men and all this other stuff like that, what they found out is a lot of these women don't have a lot of value to offer back. This woman claims to be selling some sort of femininity class or some course or something like that. But personally, nothing about this woman throughout the duration of this interview gave that she was actually a feminine woman anyway. But I'll let you guys be the judge of that. Let's get back into it.
So, and people get in their feelings, they get triggered by various reasons like, well, I make this, and so they feel away. So, but everybody has their preference.
Everybody has their preference.
Everybody has their preference.
And you know what? I got to break this down, okay? Because they've been saying, I've been waiting on Sarah to explain what she meant when she said what she said.
Yeah.
So for those of you that have been rocking with me, I appreciate you not jumping to conclusions.
Yeah.
But this, I'm going to give the science behind it, and then I'll talk about preference, right?
Okay.
The science behind it is human nature. Masculine men desire an aesthetic because it says health, right?
Yeah.
Aesthetic, which is beauty. This is why masculine men want a beautiful woman.
Yeah.
Being a beautiful woman is a part of being high value, right? So they want that because symmetry usually means health, which means healthy air.
Yeah.
So either subconsciously or consciously, one of the reasons why.
Well, no. Nobody said that being beautiful was a part of being high value. That's actually not true. Nobody said that just because you're a beautiful woman that makes you a high value woman. So again, she's already off in her thinking and thinking that just because a woman is beautiful, that automatically means she qualifies for the best man in the dating market.
Seeking masculine men are seeking beautiful women is because they want healthy children. Whether you know it or not, that's just the truth.
Yeah.
That's the science behind it. For feminine women, we are naturally seeking safety and security.
Okay.
True.
So do you have to make what I make or however much you make or whatever that may... The dollar amount, it's not about the dollar amount. It's I personally, my life, I can't even live where I live off of $70,000 a year. After taxes, I'm homeless.
What does that have to do with anything I just said?
That's not whatever potential man comes into your life's problem. Whatever man could potentially date you next, it's not his problem that where you live just so happen to be a very expensive place. So now he has to meet your standard of life and the standard of the economy of the city you live in. Like, that means every woman who's below average in beauty can just move to LA, and since she can afford to live there, now she can demand a man who can afford to live in LA or San Francisco or one of these places that are more expensive to live in.
He's got a point.
I don't fit into that vision, and I don't want to feel bad for not fitting into a vision. But let's take it back to science. If I'm supposed to be seeking safety and security, the same way that I desire that is the same way that a man wants an aesthetic. So as a man, if you wouldn't take a woman, because 80% of people are overweight or obese in America, if you wouldn't take a woman that's 70 pounds overweight and universally unattractive, but she has a good heart, and she nurtures you, and she loves you, and she cooks and she cleans and she does all those things, would you choose that woman?
Me, personally, or just you, in general?
In general, what do you think
Gotcha.
most men would say?
They be like, nah, you know what I'm saying?
No, but she has a good heart.
Hey, that bitch ain't my girl.
In general, most men will probably go with a fit woman instead. Most men would pick a woman who is closer to her ideal weight than being overweight. Basically, her biggest issue is she's trying to equate everything that a man does with what a woman does, which of course is a recipe for disaster.
Loves you, but she cooks and she cleans.
But it is, you know, the fried chicken.
Right. So the truth is, you wouldn't because you don't have to.
Yeah.
That's the truth of it, right? Even if she's going to the gym every single day. Now, people will say that's harsh. It is human nature. This is may the strongest survive.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I personally think that we need to stop being so sensitive about people's preferences.
I agree.
We need to stop being, and also if I am working on myself mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, financially, and energetically, what is wrong with me wanting to be equally yoked to a person that is also those things?
What the hell you mean we? You get that we shit.
I agree that we should allow people to have their standards, but I don't agree that we shouldn't critique them and that we shouldn't challenge the ones that are really bad and don't make any sense.
You know how hard it is to be around stupid people?
Does that mean that a man that makes $70,000 a year doesn't deserve love? No.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that at all. It means they absolutely get to have the woman that they desire. And for me, I've worked to a point where that's my preference is not to have that.
Yeah.
And I don't think there's anything wrong with it. And also for the men that are at home, if you would not choose a universally, and I'm saying universally across the board, unattractive woman that's loving and sweet and kind and nurturing, don't talk to me.
This is what you call a false equivocation. Men wanting attractive women in general, it doesn't equate to women wanting unreasonable financial standards from men. Those don't equate. Let's continue.
Saying
but
nothing
to her
else
it does.
because
It's
shallow. It's crazy. It doesn't even make any sense.
Yeah.
Does that make sense though?
I mean, for me, I'm team preference. I'm like, you like what you like. Because a lot of times we don't have any control over what we like.
Yeah.
We like what we like. We're drawn to what we're drawn to.
Right.
Now, you know, the financial thing could be a little bit different because
why?
That's more of a. I feel like that could be changed.
No, you want to know why it shouldn't be changed?
I'm not saying it should. I think it can be.
But you want to know why? Finances are a choice. What you look like isn't.
Now, wait a minute, hold up.
What you look like isn't. So if you never went to the gym, you wouldn't look different. And if your answer is no, then that means you're in control of how you look in some aspects. But men generally don't make a decision on a woman on her beauty and her face. We actually make it more on her aesthetic and her body, actually. Scientifically proven, like you were saying earlier. Let's get back into it.
Choice.
Well, even surgeries, there are some women that, you know, they say if you're already beautiful and you get surgery, you're going to be more beautiful. Some women get surgery and they are, you know, they're better looking women than they used to be. However, there's levels to everything. And look, I'm not the most beautiful girl in the world. I know this about me. But my spirit is dope.
Man, what the fuck is you talking about?
And my energy is fire. And I know that there are things about me that are attractive way outside of my aesthetic. So I think that we as women should focus on the intangible things that we bring. But I'm just so sick and tired of this. Oh, you know, rah, 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 rah. Don't try to break me down because of her.
Yes.
Let's say you meet a man.
Ooh.
Everything is on point.
Oh, spicy.
But that salary. He's 70,000, but everything about him is right up your alley.
So this is my question: is he committed to the 70,000, or is that just right now?
No, it's just right now.
It's
he's open.
That's
what
different.
it is.
He's open to, you know, he's trying to do different things within his business, whatever that may be. You know what I'm saying? The 70,000 is not the end all be all for him.
Well, that's completely different.
Yeah.
And is it potential in action? Like, is he in action or is he just talking?
He moving and shaking. He's moving and shaking.
Completely different story.
But he's 70 grand in. And he might be 70 grand in for the first 3-4 years y'all dating.
Okay.
But he's still moving and shaking.
There's no way a man's gonna come around me and stay at 70 grand for 3-4 years. That's not even realistic.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't.
But would you help him? Would you?
I would help him. That's what I'm saying. There's no way with me on your side.
You're a trophy wife?
What contest in hell did I win?
Yeah, that was a different question though.
Yeah, there's a chance.
If you're committed to 70,000, I don't fit in that vision for life. But if you're growing your business and you just don't know, or you need the right relationships, or you need to be in different rooms, or you need help, or I'm a neck and I'm a strong one. You know?
What does that mean?
It means men are the head and we're the neck.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
I know my role.
Yeah.
And I think we live in a world where women have forgotten their place.
Oh, snap. That sounded tough.
Did it?
You forgot your place.
That she thinks that she's being a good voice for women, but all I'm really hearing is a lot of modern woman rhetoric. Ma'am, I don't really think that you're a feminine woman at all. And I think 70K being outside of your qualification realm is irrelevant to this discussion. The issue is that it's your logic around it. The fact that you think that because you live in an area that costs a lot of money to live in, that a man should automatically have to step up to 70K. Now, I'm here to say you might be closer in qualifying for that dollar amount from a beauty standpoint. But if any woman watching this who doesn't look like you might take heed to this information and take it serious, she could hurt her chances in the dating market, because now she believes that all she has to do is just go move somewhere where it's expensive, and men will just step up to it because where she lives is expensive, regardless of the fact that her dating market value could be lower than the dollar amount that she earns that can afford her that lifestyle. People who make $70,000 a year have to work incredibly hard to earn that amount of money. I'm not surprised that there were a ton of men offended when she dismissed it as if it was just average everyday income, and not to diss anybody who makes average everyday income either. She also said that if you made 70K, you wouldn't be there long because she would build you up.
I can fix that.
I feel like this is very manly and very masculine of women, that you guys want to elevate us and upgrade us and build us up. I think y'all do this because you don't have anything useful to do with your newfound independence, and you try to force the significance of it onto the men that you date. And men don't even really want to be fixed by you, we don't want to be built up by you or leveled up by you.
Get off my back, bitch!
Hit the subscribe button anyway out of the room. Also hit the notification bell to be notified every single time we post these reaction videos. I'll see you guys in the next one.